Yo, fam, let's talk about the latest Hollywood family drama that's got the internet on fire. Steve Harvey is in a full-blown meltdown, well, not literally, but you know what I mean, after his daughter Lori Harvey left Oscar-winning Michael B. Jordan for Damson Idris, an actor who, honestly, didn't even bring her to the Oscars. And you already know Steve has always been Team Michael. He's been loud, proud, and publicly supportive for years. While Damson's trying to step into Michael's shoes and gain Steve's respect, Steve hasn't even acknowledged him once in interviews or social media posts. Now, here's where it gets messy. Lori supposedly had to call Steve and tell him to stop praising Michael because it was making her look bad. Meanwhile, Michael is quietly living his best life, winning Oscars, and Steve is right there cheering him on, full-blown hug and all. This isn't just favoritism, it's a clear statement about who Steve thinks is worthy of his daughter. And let's not forget, Damson's been trying to one-up Michael ever since, even reportedly gunning for Michael's role in the next Black Panther movie. Michael finally had his subtle clapback on SNL, letting the world know the breakup was her loss, not his, while Lori and her mom tried to paint him as the bad guy. Steve's reaction? Classic. He's doubling down on Michael, sending subtle Instagram posts, showing the world who he really respects. So the real question is, will Lori try to win back Michael's attention after his Oscar win, or is she all in with Damson? And will Damson ever measure up in Steve's eyes? Stick around, because this story is just getting started. Alright, now that we've set the stage with the drama, let's break down exactly what went down. First, a little backstory. Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan were Hollywood's it couple for a while. Everyone knew it. Michael was supportive, charming, and most importantly, someone Steve Harvey could imagine as his son-in-law. And that's not a small thing, folks. When Steve sees a man as worthy of his daughter, he goes all in: public praise, interviews, social media shout-outs, you name it. But then came Damson Idris, an actor who's talented, sure, but at this point, in Steve's eyes, he's the underdog. Damson didn't bring Lori to the Oscars. He didn't earn that approval. And that's where Steve drew the line. Steve's loyalty to Michael isn't just about fame. It's about respecting the relationship, character, and the man himself. From day one, Steve was vocal about Michael. Even after Lori and Michael broke up, Steve continued to praise Michael in interviews. This made Lori nervous, reportedly enough to call Steve and ask him to ease up because it was making her look bad. And it's important to highlight something here: Steve's behavior wasn't random favoritism. Sources close to Michael confirmed that the breakup wasn't about cheating. Michael wanted to settle down. Lori allegedly wanted more freedom and to explore other options. That's right, she wasn't ready for the kind of commitment Michael was offering. And as heartbreaking as it was, Michael's reaction was visibly sad. He was seen at a basketball game looking dejected and heartbroken while the world watched. Fast forward a bit. After Michael's Oscar win, Steve went full dad mode. He called Michael to congratulate him personally, and that's when Lori's patience ran out. She wasn't thrilled that Steve was showing Michael love that he apparently never shows Damson, even though Damson has been bending over backward to impress Steve. This created a whole new layer of tension. Social media was ablaze. Fans were divided. Some said Steve was just being a loving father protecting his daughter's interests. Others argued that Steve was overstepping. But let's be honest, the man has a history of knowing what's best when it comes to relationships involving his daughters. Now, let's talk social media. Steve wasn't subtle either. Before congratulating Michael publicly, he had already been posting cryptic messages on Instagram that fans believe were coded words of encouragement for Michael. One post said, "Love yourself, my G." Another, "Sometimes we need to thank God for what didn't happen." You see, Steve wasn't just talking, he was sending signals. And it didn't stop there. He also appeared on interviews with Hoda and Jenna and hinted that Lori might have made a mistake leaving Michael. His words were calculated but crystal clear. She's done a really good job figuring it out and getting it right, implying that Michael was the one who truly valued and respected Lori. Meanwhile, Michael wasn't completely silent. He let his feelings be known subtly during his SNL appearance. In his comedy segment, He joked about his past relationship with Lori, sending a very thinly veiled clapback. The message was clear: the breakup was her loss, not his. That, folks, is how you do it without going on a full-blown public rant. Michael kept it classy, witty, and delivered a reality check without dragging anyone unnecessarily. Now, let's break down why Steve's reaction is so interesting. First, Steve hasn't gone out of his way to publicly acknowledge any of Lori's exes besides Michael. That's a pattern. Even when he bumps into them at events or games, he doesn't engage. But Michael? Hugged, praised, and celebrated. That shows Steve's special interest in Michael as the ideal man for his daughter. It's not just favoritism, it's a standard of respect and character that Steve holds in high regard. And speaking of standards, Damson has been trying to emulate Michael B. Jordan since he got together with Lori. From career choices to public image, it seems like Damson is attempting to match Michael's success, charm, and approval. Rumor has it he's even in talks to take over Michael's role in the next Black Panther movie, which could either make him a major player in Hollywood or just add more fuel to the Steve Harvey Lori Michael saga. Will he rise to the challenge? That remains to be seen. Now, let's talk about Lori for a second. She's young, ambitious, and in the public eye. Her choices have consequences that most people don't experience. Steve has been very vocal about guiding her, and even her mother, Marjorie, has weighed in, sometimes siding with her daughter, sometimes adding fuel to the drama. At one point, Marjorie reposted a shady clip from Jennifer Lewis that essentially said, "If you sit in ish too long, it stops smelling, so come out of there." Translation? Get out of the situation before it ruins you. Subtle, but loaded. What makes this story so captivating is the intersection of family, fame, and public perception. Steve's protective nature clashes with Lori's desire to explore her options. Michael's success, Oscar-winning level, sets a standard that Damson struggles to meet. And the public? They're watching This story isn't just about dating. It's about legacy, family standards, and Hollywood drama amplified by social media. Every move is watched, every decision dissected, and every compliment or hug carries weight. And with Michael now officially an Oscar winner, Steve's support is more visible and symbolic than ever. And let's not forget the fan reactions. On social media, people are split. Some are saying, Lori messed up leaving Michael. She'll regret it. Others are defending her choices, saying, she's young, she's exploring, let her live her life. And then there's the wild card Damson. Can he meet Steve's standard? Can he fill Michael's shoes? Or is he destined to stay in Michael's shadow while Steve continues to praise the original choice? So, here's where part 1 leaves us. We've got Steve Harvey, the protective, vocal father. We've got Michael B. Jordan, the Oscar-winning former boyfriend who still commands Steve's respect. We've got Lori Harvey, the daughter navigating love, fame, and family expectations. And finally, Damson Idris, trying to prove he belongs, but facing the ultimate challenge, winning Steve Harvey's approval. We'll dive into the social media fallout, the rumored Black Panther role, and what this drama means for Steve, Lori, Michael, and Damson moving forward. Trust me, it's about to get even messier, and you won't want to miss it. Alright, so now that we've covered the backstory, let's zoom in on the aftermath. After Michael B. Jordan won his Oscar, Steve Harvey's actions basically lit the internet on fire. He didn't just post a casual congratulatory message, he went all out. Fans noticed the timing, the energy, and the intent. Steve personally called Michael to celebrate, which, as we discussed, was a major power move in the world of celebrity family dynamics. And Lori? Not exactly thrilled. According to sources, Lori reached out to Michael to congratulate him after the win, but he reportedly ignored her messages. That, combined with Steve's personal call, stirred up a storm. Lori allegedly felt overshadowed. She had put effort into trying to build a new chapter with Damson Idris, yet Steve's approval and public attention clearly favored Michael. It was like a full-circle moment, reminding everyone, especially Lori, why Steve had been so vocal about Michael all along. Now let's talk about Damson. This is where the plot thickens. Damson Idris has been trying to emulate Michael's career trajectory since starting to date Lori. He's been working hard in the industry, trying to match Michael's level of influence and charisma. Rumors even suggest he's in talks to take on Michael's role in the next Black Panther project. If true, that could be a career-defining move for Damson, but here's the catch: it's not just about talent. Steve Harvey's approval carries serious weight, and right now, it seems like Damson hasn't fully earned it. Fans have been dissecting every public interaction. Michael and Steve have hugged, smiled, and praised each other publicly. Meanwhile, Damson's gestures, despite his efforts, appear to have fallen flat in comparison. People are reading into it. Steve's actions suggest that he still considers Michael the standard when it comes to being the right partner for Lori. That's a huge psychological play. And social media? Oh, it's brutal. Fans are divided. Some call Damson a contender. Others say he'll always be in Michael's shadow. Speaking of social media, let's look at the posts Steve made. One read, "Love yourself, my G," and another, "Sometimes we need to thank God for what didn't happen." On the surface, casual advice, but in context? It's a direct commentary on Lori's relationship choices and a subtle nod to Michael's worth. It's essentially Steve saying, "Michael did right by my daughter. You better recognize it." And it didn't stop there. In an interview with Hoda and Jenna, Steve added, "She's growing up as a public figure. She doesn't get to make her mistakes like everybody else. Everybody else gets to make their mistakes in private. Hers gets publicized." Translation: Lori, your choices are under a microscope, and Michael handled it better than anyone else could. Now, consider the family dynamic. Marjorie Harvey, Lori's mother, has also chimed in. She reposted a clip from Jennifer Lewis. "If you sit in ish for too long, it stops smelling, so come out of there." Again, subtle shade. But notice the contrast. While Marjorie might have been pushing Lori's narrative slightly, Steve is fully backing Michael, showing where his loyalty lies. It's a classic case of family opinion versus personal approval, a recipe for public drama. Meanwhile, Michael remained relatively quiet, letting his actions speak louder than words. During his SNL segment, he clapped back at Lori subtly, hinting that leaving him was her loss, not his. Fans were shocked because Michael had never publicly addressed the breakup. But in context, it's a brilliant move. He didn't create more controversy. He just let the record show that he was unbothered. And here's the key takeaway. Steve Harvey amplified Michael's position without Michael needing to say much at all. Let's dive deeper into why this is such a big deal. Steve Harvey isn't just a TV host. He's a father, influencer, and opinion leader in the entertainment world. When Steve publicly favors one man over another for his daughter, it carries serious weight. This isn't a casual dad nodding at a basketball game. This is Steve setting a standard of behavior, respect, and accountability that any suitor must meet. And right now, Damson is being measured against Michael, in Steve's eyes and the public's. And the fans? They've noticed. Comments on Instagram and Twitter range from "Lori really fumbled Oscar winner Michael B. Jordan" to "Damson Idris is trying too hard, but Steve doesn't see it." People are picking apart every move, every Instagram story, every public appearance. Some fans even speculate that Lori might regret leaving Michael, especially given Steve's clear approval of him. Others argue she's still young and exploring options, so the drama will likely continue. Now, let's talk about public perception. Steve's actions have created a narrative in which Michael is the gold standard. He hugged him, congratulated him, and even posted cryptic social media messages praising him indirectly. Meanwhile, Damson, despite his efforts to impress Steve and show commitment to Lori, has yet to earn the same public recognition. The optics are clear, the comparison is unavoidable, and Damson's challenge is now twofold: impress Lori and earn Steve's approval. And this isn't just personal, it's professional. If the rumors about the Black Panther role are true, Damson's career trajectory is directly tied to this approval dynamic. Can he step into Michael's shoes not just as an actor, but as someone worthy of Steve's trust? Right now, the internet seems to think the answer is not yet. Every social media post, public appearance, and interview is scrutinized under this lens. And you better believe fans are watching for every move. Now, let's add another layer. Lori's public image. She's a young woman in the public eye, navigating dating, fame, and parental influence. Every decision she makes is analyzed, and every relationship is under scrutiny. That pressure adds another layer of tension. Steve, by showing Michael so much approval, is indirectly shaping how the public views Lori's choices. It's subtle, but powerful. And Lori? She's caught in the middle, trying to maintain autonomy while managing family expectations and public opinion. And don't forget, social media amplifies all of this. Fans have theories, speculations, and hot takes on every move. Some say Lori should have stayed with Michael. Others argue she's young and exploring. And then there's Damson, trying to impress not just Lori, but the most influential dad figure in the room. The stakes are high, and the audience is fully invested. Every post, every hug, every call is analyzed, discussed, and shared. Finally, let's think about the bigger picture. This isn't just a celebrity breakup story. It's a case study in family dynamics, social influence, and public perception. Steve Harvey has created a situation where his opinion carries enormous weight. Michael B. Jordan benefits from that. Damson Idris is challenged by it, and Lori Harvey is navigating it all while under the public microscope. The stakes are personal, professional, and social all at once. The drama isn't over. Fans are watching for Lori's next move, Damson's reaction, and whether Steve will continue to favor Michael publicly. Could Lori attempt to reconnect with Michael after his Oscar win? Will Damson finally earn Steve's approval? Or is Steve's favoritism here to stay? We'll explore the possible outcomes, analyze social media reactions in detail, and predict what might happen in Lori's love life moving forward. Stay tuned because the drama is far from over, and the stakes are only getting higher. Alright, so here's where it gets even more interesting. After Michael B. Jordan's Oscar win and Steve Harvey's full-throttle approval, the spotlight is squarely on Lori Harvey and Damson Idris. Fans are still dissecting every interaction, every post, every wink. Social media exploded with reactions, some saying Lori made a huge mistake, others claiming she's just exploring and has plenty of time. But one thing's clear, Steve's favoritism toward Michael has set the bar insanely high for Damson. Now, let's break down the dynamics. Michael's public behavior: calm, collected, confident. He didn't need to post a million things to prove his worth. He let his Oscar win and Steve's endorsement do the talking. Contrast that with Damson, who's actively trying to match Michael's energy, impress Steve, and maintain his image as a top-tier partner. It's almost like a celebrity-level chess game. Every move matters, and Steve Harvey is a major player. Here's the kicker: Lori is still young and learning how to navigate dating, fame, and family influence. Steve's actions essentially teach a lesson: respect, consistency, and character matter. Michael demonstrated all of these. Damson is still proving it. And fans are noticing. Comments range from, "Damson can't compete with Michael's vibe," to, "Lori's going to realize what she lost too late." The public is fully invested in this narrative because it's relatable, even if it's at celebrity-level stakes. Let's talk about the potential outcomes. Option 1. Lori could realize Michael was the better match and attempt a reconciliation. Given Steve's clear support, this wouldn't be shocking. Option 2. She continues her relationship with Damson, forcing him to step up, impress Steve, and navigate the complex approval hierarchy. Option 3. She takes a solo path, focusing on her career and growth, which is very plausible given her independence and public image goals. From a storytelling perspective, this saga checks all the boxes: drama, family tension, public opinion, and celebrity stakes. Steve Harvey has effectively become the arbiter of romantic credibility in Lori's life. His influence isn't just personal, it's public and viral, which raises the stakes for everyone involved. Michael's calm, Oscar-winning aura juxtaposed against Damson's ambitious, but underrecognized efforts creates a narrative the audience can't stop watching. And then there's the social media layer. Every post, story, and comment is analyzed by fans. People are debating, who's the better partner? Who will win Steve's approval? Will Lori regret her choices? It's a full-blown interactive experience, and the audience feels like they're part of the drama. This is modern celebrity storytelling at its finest. So, what's next? Keep an eye on public events, interviews, and social media activity. If Damson wants to secure a place in this story, he'll need to earn Steve's respect publicly, not just privately. That's a challenge in itself. Meanwhile, Michael continues his trajectory as a highly respected actor and ex-boyfriend standard, quietly influencing the narrative. And Lori? She's navigating her choices in real time, with the public as her witness. Before we wrap up, here's the question for you. Do you think Lori made a mistake leaving Michael B. Jordan? Will Damson rise to Steve's standard, or is Michael always going to overshadow him? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because the debate is far from over. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more celebrity relationship analysis and drama like this. Remember, in Hollywood, every hug, every phone call, every post can change the narrative. And in this case, Steve Harvey just turned an Oscar win into a full-on drama saga. Stay tuned, because as long as Lori, Michael, and Damson are in the picture, the audience isn't going anywhere.